Today on the Riff, the team talks about comfort. Interestingly enough, as I record this, I'm sitting in what I call my comfy chair. We hope today is helpful and hopeful. Thanks for listening.
All right, Riff. We are back. Listen.
Tell him.
I'm going to tell him. This happened. This is the third time it's happened in the history of the Riff. Okay? But we recorded an episode just now. Mm-hmm. And then we went over to the old Macintosh, and I didn't hit record, you guys.
You just wanted to hang out with us, and I'm like, "Hey, Justin, you can just schedule a meeting, man. You don't have to fake a podcast to be able to hang out with us."
I don't even know what I hit, but it wasn't record. But now I'm looking here, and it's definitely recording. And here's something that I learned in our last podcast. Well, the one you didn't hear. Anytime something happens that's not exactly the way I wanted it to happen, I say a little something. It's from Jocko Willing. And I say, good.
Good.
Because this is going to stretch me. It's going to make me better. Okay? Uh-huh. And today we're talking about comfort. And I am not comfortable right now asking you guys to record another podcast. So what a great starter.
I could go all day.
So we're going to talk about comfort. So Mart's shockingly had an idea for this episode.
Just an ideas guy.
Yeah, just a guy.
Yeah, people. Hey, if your business needs any ideas, just hit me up.
Right. So we're going to talk about comfort for the next, 20, 30 minutes, because we've already done that for about 20, 30 minutes.
It's just going to be twice as good.
The last round, though, Martz was kind of frustrated. Remember, when we first started, he was like, "You guys are just going to have to talk about this." Oh,
that is true. And I also wouldn't agree it's going to be twice as good.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like that was the best one we've ever recorded. That no one
ever not recorded.
Because they didn't hear it, you're right. It was the best one. They'll just have to...
It was incredible.
Hear a version of that.
So let's talk about a little bit of what we talked about last time that nobody heard. So what do we got? What do we got today, Bart? It's a little bit of comfort.
Yeah, comfort colors, comfort food, comfort... wait, what? I don't... Okay, well, here's what I think about. Okay. Comfort is this unique thing where I think a lot of us... Is it recording?
Yeah, just making sure. I was just watching. But keep going. I'm so nervous.
Thank the Lord. All right. Well, I think a lot of us, we want to be comfortable. Being comfortable in life is nice, right? We would say that we want to make enough money to be comfortable, right? Maybe you've heard that before. Maybe, hey, I just want my family to be comfortable. Hey, I just want my kids to be comfortable. Hey, I just... in my career, I want to be comfortable, right? We don't like the high. Sometimes the craziness of life can be so crazy that we seek out comfort. And what's tough about comfort is a lot of times we pursue comfort, but it doesn't give us the life that we wanted. We think that comfort is going to bring us happiness or wholeness or fulfillment, or if I'm comfortable, then I'm going to. Right, I'll be safe, I'll be secure, but it's interesting that when you seek out comfort, sometimes it doesn't give you the things that you thought it would give you.
Mm-hmm. So I asked this question in our last podcast and no one listened to it because it wasn't recorded, but what has been a moment in your life that you felt like you were comfortable in? And how did you then get out of that? What did it look like? John, which one wants to go first?
Well, he went first last time, so he should go first again.
Oh, okay, I like it.
Are we just doing a play-by-play?
Okay. Kind of, sort of.
Well, we've already mixed it up. All right, but I do think about this in really in my work setting, right? Okay, if I were going to go career or job, I would say that, right? I want to make enough money to be comfortable. And a lot of times what happens is that anytime I pursue comfort, I actually diminish my potential or the value that I bring. So when I pursue comfort, I say, well, I just want to be comfortable, but maybe I'll serve a little bit, right? I want to be comfortable, but maybe I'll give a little bit. I want to be comfortable. Maybe I'll share Jesus a little bit, right? I want to be comfortable. But it's so funny is like my main source is going to be comfort. And oftentimes then the things that actually bring the value to your life and the value to other people's lives is just a little bit. I'll just do that a little bit, but my main focus is comfort. So even in a role, it's natural to want to feel Right. It's like, oh, I'm okay with feeling stretched, but I don't want to feel stressed. And, in any time, I would say public speaking would be that for me is I've grown up knowing that, hey, this might be something I do, but I hated it. It's the scariest thing for me. I used to, even at North Point, I would like throw up before I know I'm going to like go on stage and say anything, right? By the way, it's gotten a lot better. I throw up way less now.
Where would you throw up?
Green room. Yeah.
What?
Like just in a trash can?
Yeah, just
there's like a drain in the middle of the floor.
He hosed it down.
This was like, hey, when I'm starting out, I'm like, I'm so nervous. I'm so scared. And I'm like,
that's how I felt Saturday night.
Well, what I would do is on Friday, I'd ask myself, I'd be like, why did I say yes to this? Because this is so uncomfortable. This is ruining my weekend. Right? Like I shouldn't have said yes to this. And it is so funny that like when you do things that are uncomfortable, they force you to like grow. And growth is one of those things that actually brings comfort. It's fascinating. And if I were to say no to an opportunity that's coming up because I wanted to be comfortable, there'd be something that dies a little bit inside of me.
I think for me, I do tend to have a confidence in my ability to do a lot of things. And so when opportunities are presented, most often I'm going to say yes, right? As long as it's in alignment with my values and who I am as a person and those types of things. But I'm a yes, right? When I got the job offer for MAPS coaching, I had never led a coaching company before, certainly not the number one coaching company in the world, right? But I said yes. North Point coming on staff, I said yes, and then I get on staff and I'm like, I don't actually know what I'm doing, right? I don't know how to run a coaching company. I actually don't know how to be a director of campuses. I don't know how to do these things. I'm a quick to yes if it's in alignment with who I am as a person. What happens for me with growth, though, is the yes is easier for me than when the stretch happens. And so the analogy I would use would be like a rubber band, right? And so you've got a rubber band, and as you start to stretch it, it never takes that original shape. But sometimes you want it to, right? I tend to say yes to something, get into something, I get to the uncomfortable spot, and then I'm like, but I'd really rather just do the tasks, check the emails, send the text messages, make the phone calls, do something that is comfortable, take a step back into what it was that I had done before. And so what happens for me is that tension or the stretch, I very rarely am the person that worries about the change at the beginning. Likely from overconfidence. I'm like, I can figure this out, right? The question that you asked in our previous podcast about what are you capable of? I have faith that I'm capable to do stuff. What happens though is then when that first pull happens of the rubber band, when it starts to stretch, when it starts to change, all of a sudden I'm like, oh, whoa. What did I say yes to? And, when you're talking about public speaking, there are things within the North Point ecosystem that I feel pretty comfortable with, right? I feel really comfortable in a one-on-one coaching setting. I feel really comfortable jumping in to help out on different things.
Recording a couple podcasts.
Back to back. Not sure what I said on the last one.
Back to back.
No.
Yet you get into hosting, right? And even public speaking for me in a business setting is pretty normal. There's a different weight for me that comes with North Point. And so pretty much every time I say yes to hosting, on Saturday morning I wake up and I'm like, why did I say yes to this? I wish I would have said no. And you show up and you do it and you get coaching from the team, and all of a sudden that's where growth happens. That's where you get better at it. Justin, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, that resonates with me. I do find myself to say yes to elements. And mine is I actually enjoy the stretching part, but it's after that to where it's like, cool, I grew. Now I'd like for just to kind of go back. Like
yes.
that's
yes. I proved to myself and everybody else I could do it.
Continue? Like you're going to I would if we just yes, grew. Thumbs up, 2 thumbs up. And I think that for me, like I love growth and I love that, but there have been moments in my life that I've become addicted to it and not realizing that it could snap, right? Like that rubber band has a limit. So understanding that and figuring out where those limits are, and what my potential is and what stays healthy that needs to stay healthy.
That's right.
Like those pieces are the pieces that I'm really trying to figure out in this stage of my life. Because I love growth. I've figured out a couple of things of how to grow, how to move myself forward, how to like actualize potential, all these things. But now it's really figuring out, okay, what's the actual snapping point, right? Like what's the snapping point? And am I growing the things that matter?
Yeah.
Right? Like that's like I got addicted to growth just to get addicted to it for a little while. And then there was like a season for a year or two where I was just like, I don't want to do that. Like that was hurtful. So then I didn't. So there is this medium area that you have to find within this like comfortability and this growth mindset to where it's got to just have a healthy balance of understanding what is stretching, when is it stretching.
Have you gotten to a point where you are growing and you're like, I think I might snap and I need to pull it back? Does that happen?
Yeah. And I think that there are moments for that. Whenever I feel like it's going to snap, I ask the question, what do I want? Right? Because I think that just to quit, actually, if you're stretching that rubber band and you're like, it's going to snap, and then you just let go, like it could hurt someone. It's going to get lost. Like it's like, that's not, you want to take that thing and then just be like, whoa, that was, no, that's too far.
It's too far.
So I think the question for me is, what do I want? What do I want? What do I really want? What do I actually want in this? What do I want? And that helps me define what I can then actually either step back on or forward into. Because if I am in a spot where I'm like, it's going to snap, I just got to quit everything or stop this, or I got to stop it. It's a reactive element that usually, like with your rubber band analogy, is not going to work out. So that question alone has helped me immensely in times of pressure or times where it's been tense, and in times where I find myself in a comfortable space. Because usually it's not comfort that I really want. Usually my first answer, like, what do I want? I just want to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Just want to, just
you
chill.
You
just
want what you think it would bring.
100%.
Right. And so even like unpeeling that back one more layer. So what you said was, hey, here's what I want. No, but what do I really want? Right. In a marriage, I want my needs met. No, what I really want is a great marriage. Like what I want is more money. No, what I really want is the security I feel like that will bring me.
Yeah. And the same thing is like when you talk about a marriage, I could easily have stayed 20 years ago inside of like a very comfortable space. It wasn't comfortable, but it's like let's just get through the day type of deal, right? Which if we could figure out the day, awesome. Like that's it. We'll stay in this comfort zone but that's not comfortable. Like that's a false idea. And then there's also the other side where it's just like, we're going to grow so much. Well, the relationship grows at the speed of 2. So it's not going to be like this. It's going to be a rubber band snap moment for one of us. If I go way too far or she goes way too far, it has to happen in tandem. Like that's what I want. What do I really want? I want a partnership. I want a marriage that we're both in it together. Like that's what I really want. And that helps me decide what this whole growth process looks like, and understanding that comfort will come, like, but that's not the goal. That's not like, I just want to be comfortable with you, Jamie. That's all. No, I want to grow with you. I want to get better with you. I want to actualize like who we are together. And shockingly, I think we'll be comfortable in some way, but maybe not like the way you think of AC and fans and comfort. I feel like there were grapes involved. Like if someone were like fanning me, kind of like a.
That's what you picture?
Yeah, like an Egyptian,
like royalty.
Like an Egyptian,
and they're like feeding them, like they're just feeding you grapes, or
not even like a machine.
Green or purple?
Like it doesn't both.
Oh, whoa! Seated, unseated.
Unseated.
Thank
Are you a monster?
Agree. No, I agree. I agree. Justin's just sometimes,
What?
I know he eats a cereal.
Bit of a guy. Now's not the time.
Now is not the time. I'll just do it real quick. Martz eats his cereal backwards. That's all I'm saying.
But there's a good reason, and one day we'll explore that.
There's no good reason.
We'll explore it one day.
It's been all morning, folks.
But that is what I think about when I think of comfort, and when I hear you two talk about the perspectives that you have on that. Yeah. Are there questions that you guys have that you ask yourselves to get you out of a comfort space, or questions that you ask, like I just mentioned, that get you into a space to where you're like, oh, this is too far. This is stretching. You walked us through, Jen, a really helpful illustration with the staff when you talked about different circles of life. And what was that like?
So I think it's like in coaching, sometimes what'll happen is people tend to find coaching when something is about to snap, right? They all of a sudden look up and they're like, I need help. And we'll go through, there's a book called The One Thing that we walk through the 7 circles. And the majority of the circles we would look at like a rubber ball, right? You could drop a goal or a growth for a job and that would bounce back. But then you've got some circles like health or your spiritual life or your relationships that are glass balls. If you drop those, they could be broken, right? There are things that you could do to your health that you can't get back once it's gone. There are things that you can damage in a relationship that once done, you can't get back, right? And so in a coaching scenario, we're going to walk through that and score ourselves. Where are we at in our job health? Where are we at in our financial health? Where are we at in our spiritual health? Where are we at in our physical health, right? Where are we at? And we're looking at the grading of those. And so if I've got someone that comes in and they're like, I am really stressed. That's usually what they say. I'm tired of this, right? Like they're chasing this thing and they feel like they're on a treadmill and they can't get off of it. What we start to look at is, where are you at in all of these areas of your life? And then we start to make some goals around it. The number 2 that I'm always going to look at is physical health and relational health, right? Spiritual health is so important. Yet those other 2, you can really fracture a relationship. You can really fracture your health. And I want to see, where are they at? And it all goes hand in hand. But where are those at? And we're not going to do anything to compromise that. If we need to heal there, we're going to heal there. On the job side of it, though, if everything else looks in alignment and they're just settling for comfort, what we're going to look at is, okay, what do you want? The question that you asked, what do you want at the end of this 90 days? What we know is if we can put some time parameters around it, it increases urgency. So if at the end of this 90 days, what's important to you? What's important to you about your role? What's important to you about your job? What's important to you about your relationship with your coworkers? At the end of this, what do you want it to look like? If we can identify that over a 90-day period, then we can start to say, okay, what decision do I need to make today? Now, if it's a relationship goal, right? If we're at a 90-day goal around kids, and I'm walking into a season with, we've got holidays coming up and the kids are going to be out of school for an extended period of time, I might look and say, what do I want my relationship with my kids to look like in January? Because what I want my relationship to look like in January is actually going to dictate how I spend my day today, right? And we talked about it on the last episode that we're not going to hear because it didn't record.
I feel like we were past that.
We're not.
No, we're not?
No,
okay,
just a little more guilt and shame.
It's fine.
But how you design your days is how you design your life. And one of the things that I like to do in a coaching scenario is to walk with someone of, what do you want your life to look like? Because if I know what you want your life to look like, I can actually help you design what your days look like, because your days become your weeks become your months become your years.
I love that you use the word design, right? Because there's design, there's default. And a lot of us would say, hey, I don't have a problem with comfortability. My life's, there's uncomfortable things that happen, but they are by default. They just show up in your life and you just, okay, right? It's a little different than asking yourself the question, hey, what do I really want? And how do I design my day to get that? I think one of the most helpful things, we're coming up on the 90 days where we get to walk through that as a staff. And one of the major ones for me was really being the kind of parent that I'm proud of. And my kids, they require a lot of me and I'm kind of tired and, I've gone at work, but then and so I had a lot of excuses. But one of the things, even when I asked myself, hey, who do I want to become? What do I want? What type of parent do I want to be? It kind of came, you start to know the steps when you can ask yourself that question. So even for me, it was, hey, I just have so much distractions. I say yes when my kids come up to me and ask me to play, but that's not being a good parent. Like being a good parent is like being present with them, asking them questions. Hey, like bringing the life to them, not just letting them kind of drain the life out of me because they want to play. And so even one of the things we found was, hey, like, can I put up my phone from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m.? And I'm not perfect in that, that's for sure. But at the same time, the data that you get from those days that you do that, I'm like, oh, I feel like I designed my day. And I love what I got from it. And if you don't love what you got from it, change it. Like change some of those, but make sure it's by design, not default. A lot of us, we live our lives by default and we think we're okay at this. because our life is uncomfortable, but we didn't choose that. It's like I'd much rather choose my discomfort and end up where I want to end up one day on purpose, rather than hoping that I become a person I'm proud of by the things that life throws my way.
Which I would say some people are okay with the default because it is comfortable.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, like, as we step into like holiday season, there's a lot of default thinking. I mean, I've had conversations with so many people that it's like just chaos at their house during holidays. And my question is like, is that what you want? Like, is that what you really like? Is that what you want? Well, what I want is just to get through it. And I'm like, man, I'm just in my mind, I'm like, that's what you want? I don't think that's what we want. Like, we're going to get through those years, but like at some point those people won't be at the table. Like, and it'll be over. Like that's not what you have a few years with relationships, with like those pieces that Jen just brought up, right? That you don't want default mode. Like that's not what you want. I wouldn't think, right? Like if you really got down to it. So I would just continue to ask that question. Like, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
And what am I willing to do to get what I want? Right? We'll ask the question, do your willings match your wants? Right? So if you say to me, I want a great marriage, I want a great partnership, I want all of these things, are you willing to have the conversations that you need to have in order to get what you really want to get? You want to lose weight, right? I mean, this wouldn't be the time of year necessarily to start that, but bully for you if you want. You could. Sure, you could. But your willings have to match your wants. If you're like,
I believe in you.
It's a lot of willing. Am I willing to work out? Am I willing to eat right? Am I willing to drink the amount of water I need to drink, right? Am I willing to not eat the cookie that was left?
Whoa. I'm feeling a little called out right now.
But you look at it, do my willings match my wants? I say that I want these things. I say I want a great marriage. I say I want to have, be a great follower of Jesus. I say that I want to be a great parent. Am I willing to put my phone up from 5 to 8? Am I willing to partner in making dinner and cleaning up the dishes? Am I willing to have the conversations that would be just easier to just let it slide? Am I willing, right, to start leaning into the 5 habits of a North Pointer? Do my willings match my wants? That would be the follow-up question.
Yeah, and it's very similar to what we do here at North Point, right? With values. Like your value is not a value until it costs you something.
That's right.
Like it's just a writing on a wall, just something in a document. Like if it costs you something, then you know it's a value, right? Like what are you willing? That's a great question. I'm not willing to give up turkey on Thanksgiving.
Or mashed potatoes.
Yeah, and I never said that I want the body of a Greek god. And so that just my wants, my willings, I'll eat that cookie. It's no big deal. But there are other areas. And I love, common question. You probably heard this in a million podcasts, right? But it's starting with the end in mind. It's saying, hey, what do I want my life to look like one day? If someone's reading my eulogy, it's not, man, Justin, he got through it. And that's pretty cool. He got through life.
He did it. He did all the years.
All of them.
All of them. And then he didn't after that.
Then he was done.
So yeah, that was awesome.
Like you want your life to be this, it doesn't need to be crazy, but you want a story that you're proud of. And a lot of times that doesn't mean that you need more money. It doesn't mean that it's not a more thing. It's probably not if you look at it, it'd probably be a lot of areas in your life that aren't comfortable. But you'd be proud of the person that you are. And the type of impact that you would make would be significant. And so oftentimes I just think we think that comfortability is going to bring us the thing that we want. And it's sometimes the exact opposite.
It's interesting. I think when you look at what you want, right, it's being then intentional with it, right? I can remember somebody saying to me they wanted to be the grandparent that could lift up their grandkids, right? They wanted to have them on their shoulders. They wanted to walk them. They wanted to toss them up in the air.
There's a commercial on that. That is a heartbreaker.
Really?
It's a tearjerker. It's a good one.
Toyota? Was it for Toyota?
Was it last Christmas maybe? And the guy was lifting weights and
Yes.
Yeah. I did see it.
Commercial.
So the person that was saying this, they were like, I'm the only one of 4 grandparents that is able to do it.
Wow.
And it was because they made the decision, right, in their mid 40s to early 50s of I'm going to lift weights, I'm going to do these things, I'm going to eat well, I'm going to remain active so that when I need to be active, I can be. And you look at that and you're like, that's your willings match your wants. I want to be this grandparent. I'm not even close to being a grandparent, but I'm going to start making these decisions today, right? With my physical health so that later I have the ability to be that grandparent. You're like, it's just interesting. Like when you can actually design your life, when you can see the end, when you, maybe not even the end, you can see a midpoint. You're like, that's how I want to be physically, emotionally, spiritually. Well, then that, if you really want that, then what are you going to do today?
I said it. I'll say it again. Not willing to give up Thanksgiving turkey.
I don't want you to.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I said it, and then you just kind of went right back into it.
I said no mashed potatoes. I said I'm not going to
interested that you picked turkey.
You said no mashed potatoes, but then you jumped right back into this whole conversation.
I'm so sorry. I didn't do a good job with the riff part.
If you were to say I'm not willing to give up like pumpkin pie, I'd be like, oh yeah, I get it. Totally. Turkey, I'm like, so whatever.
Do you eat your turkey cold or hot?
I eat it hot when it first comes out, but I prefer the leftovers the next day, the cold.
Hot.
Really?
Hot.
We are a cold turkey family.
Really?
Straight up cold. Colder the better. Put that baby in the freezer.
So you make it the day before?
Is it because Lily and Ella have never had warm turkey?
No, Jamie can't stand cold turkey. So she heats her turkey up after it's been already very hot.
I'm pro Jamie right now. Yeah. I'm team Jamie.
Cold turkey, you don't want hot turkey?
The first day I do. The next day I like it cold.
I love like a good, well, this isn't turkey, but rotisserie chicken. You like a cold rotisserie?
Cool that baby down.
Oh my word.
I'm actually with you on that.
I don't like
just
any
can't listen
food
to you
that's
right now.
actually, you probably need to know this about me. I don't like any food that's hot. So there's nothing out there that I'm
Cinnamon
like.
rolls?
Pizza?
Nope. Cold pizza's the best. Put that baby in the fridge.
Ew.
Leave it there for a little bit.
So if a pizza gets delivered, you're like, hey, I'll eat it in a couple hours.
I'll wait till it turns to cardboard.
If I do eat it, I have a sensitive mouth, and I burn the roof of my tongue or the roof of my mouth.
Okay.
And I'll drink coffee.
I
will
understand
drink
not
coffee.
wanting it like hot.
But there's
warm?
nothing worse than like having a little cheese right on the roof of your mouth and then the tongue, and then you can't taste anything, and
For
then you ruin the
days.
whole for days. Now I'm like, cool. Hope that pizza was great. So no, I go cold turkey.
Wow.
Keep it safe.
You have some trauma, man. I think that's
I know.
you burned your mouth one too many times, and
Once
now you're
is
willing
just too many times.
No,
Once
match
is
the
one
once.
too many times.
Yep.
Yeah. You guys elastic band people during Thanksgiving?
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm just normal. I'm normal. Normal clothes. Kick off the shoes, and that's my comfortable. Now, if I want to be uncomfortable again, I put back on the shoes.
Same. You go,
If for Thanksgiving, the actual dinner, I'm going to wear regular clothes. But after that, like the weekend with the kids, no, I'm in like sweatpants or joggers or something. Comfy clothes.
If I didn't have to wear pants, though, I would wear shorts almost exclusively.
Super
I
happy
feel
that you
like
said
there's-
shorts.
I feel like on a Saturday, Sunday, if I got to North Point, people would be disappointed if they could see my knees.
are they bony? I imagine
Of
them
course.
kind of like
They're really, it's kind of like flamingo legs. They're like really. We did go to the zoo the other day, and I was pointing out the like how skinny the flamingo legs were, and I didn't realize it, but I knew it as soon as she said it. I was setting up my wife, and she said, "Yeah, it kind of looks like yours." And that was her full.
That's
her fault.
hurtful.
It's her full.
All right.
But
What about you?
Oh, I'm normal clothes all the time. Yep. I don't have, or I told this Andy Anderson.
I like that guy.
I love this guy. Okay. And it worked here at North Point for a long time. He's brilliant. And I asked him to do something. It's like after 6 o'clock. And he says to me, he says, no, I'm already in my house clothes. I don't even know what that means. So like,
What are you picturing?
tank top for sure.
I said there's paint all over his
There's paint all over
clothes.
it.
He's just,
And then some kind
You
of
get a robe.
like fuzzy pants.
Yeah.
Maybe I was thinking
inside
like a
and
long
outside.
robe with like slippers. maybe one of those hats with like the ball on it, and it's like he wakes up with his little candle that he's bringing. Who's out there?
I don't have house clothes though. I'm the same. I'm normal. Yeah.
Does Jamie wear comfy clothes, or she's also just regular clothes all the time?
She goes back and forth.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. But I don't, I'm not looking for comfort here, guys. I'm looking for growth.
I love that
That's what I'm
about you.
looking for. Yeah, it's just
I love that about you.
situation. That's all it is. That's
What do
all
you
it is.
want? What are you willing to do?
That's
I'll
right.
do
What am
both.
I willing? Yeah. You'll
Classic.
get it later, Jen.
I'll get it
You'll
later.
get it
My
later.
bad.
Classic.
My bad, guys. I can't wait to put my
Guys.
sweats on.
Thanks for recording this again.
I hope it recorded.
Yeah, me too.
Glad you only had to listen once. So remember
Oh,
that.
jeez. So glad. Hey, as you step in, again, I hope this is helpful. As you step into the holiday season, man, our prayer really is for you just to walk into those spaces and really do ask, what do you want? Right? Comfort is usually not going to be the thing that gets you to the next space of relational health, and comfort will come, right? But it's not going to be easy. So, man, our challenge to you is just to dig into those, because you never know when that chair is going to be empty. So dig into them, and we're praying for you, and hope this was helpful. We'll get back here next week.
I'll see
and
you
we'll
next
record
week.
another one. I
See you
promise
around.
I'll hit record you guys.
See you
I
around.
will. All right, see ya.
Thanks for listening to this episode of The Riff. We'll have a brand new episode every week, wherever you find podcasts.